What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Coreboy back at it again today with a new video. And I know as I'm recording this video is actually going to be out a couple of days later. This is going to be after the Splitgate 2 beta, but this is kind of going to be a video where I deep dive a bunch of things. And I kind of just want to give like a whole roundabout discussion on Splitgate 2's beta, or the open alpha, not really a beta. I just have to say, first of all, I'm having the most fun I've had with this thing. This is probably going to be my addiction when this game comes out. I'm not going to lie. For at least a good while. Of course, that doesn't mean Halo content's fucking leaving. We have the HCS stuff going on. But for now, I know that whenever this game comes out, I'm going to be doing a fuckload of content on it, and I want to get as much as I can from this alpha before it's over, because genuinely, I've been having so much fun. It's not even funny. Using all the different weapons, playing as all the different classes, trying to put as much time on all of them as possible, even though I'm pretty sure I already have a favorite of all of the different classes slash factions. Play like my favorite weapons and everything, settle down as well. And after this game, we will be talking about that quite in depth. So be on the lookout for that, because we will be talking about all of these kind of how I determine their roles and stuff like that, how they should probably play if you're playing as these said factions. And there's just a lot to go over. But as a general consensus, I fucked up my portal so much. God damn it. That is one thing I've like had to get back used to, is portaling, because, you know, I play Halo a lot and I'm trying to like relearn a game that I think that dude knew he should have been dead, but for some reason it just did not do anything. What the fuck was that game? Yeah, there's definitely some issues though here and there. And I am playing as Eros right now because I just wanted to swap over. I've been playing as a lot of Sabrask and Meridian recently, and I have a favorite class already. I know which characters I'm going to be playing as definitely the most whenever the full game does release. So, like I said, we will be going over that. But honestly, I just have to say, I've been enjoying the fuck out of this beta. I know I made some comments in yesterday's video regarding ARs and stuff like that, and how I think they need to be a little bit retweaked, and I still do agree with that to a degree. But I have come around and I'm like, okay, every weapon can kind of be viable in its own way. There's definitely certain weapons that I'm just not a big fan of compared to others, and I'm kind of like completely content with that and okay with it. Why was he able to get the launch, but mine fucking didn't? What is that? Damn. I will say, you can tell when you get into lower skilled lobbies, because a lot of people just like fucking hide around, and it's something that's kind of a little weird to me. I'm used to my normal splitty lobbies when it comes to Splitgate 1. I should have been able to trade off of that. That is one thing I would like to see with the BFB, the big fucking bat. Have a trade effect with it. If I get somebody low enough and I throw a melee out and they hit me with the bat at the same time, make it a fucking trade. Where did you go? God damn it. But I got that off. Nope. Nope. I see what you were going for there. Don't try that. Oh. Oh my god. I got a lot of fuckers chasing me. That shit is terrifying. I love being chased around the entire map by 2-3 different fucking people. That's so fun. But I do definitely think that the ARs need some more tweaking, especially when it comes to just how effective they are. Like, genuinely speaking, I think the ARs are the most useful thing in the game, if you're good with them. Like, it's pretty substantial. Like, the ARs are pretty damn easy to use. Probably followed by the burst rifles, but I don't feel like the burst rifles are nearly as easy to use as the ARs. Due to just like kind of how the bullet physics work in this game, it's not nearly as easy. I feel like the ARs are a little bit easier. I do think those could use some tweaking. You just kind of notice it a lot when you're playing, at least from my perspective, of like, okay, like half the fucking team is just running ARs because they are the easiest thing to use. I feel like there needs to be some counterplay here. I feel like that's definitely something that should be worked a little bit, hopefully within the full game. If not, I don't see it being the biggest deal, but still, it's just like one minor complaint that I do have with the game in its current state. That dude is literally one shot. If we do not get that fucking kill, I'm gonna be pissed. Alright, fuck it, I'm healing. Fuck you. Nope, I'm... Oh, what have I been stuck with? What are you doing, gamer? Oh my god. Oh my god. Fucking hell, that was not fun. I pushed their spawn and they were ready. Like, let me tell you, they were expecting me. I got that. My teammates didn't kill that one dude either, which kind of annoys me. I will say, you definitely get some shitters in this game, too. That is a fair fucking fact. I had a game earlier where I dropped, like, 4k damage, and the rest of my team had, like, 1,000 each, and, like, barely any kills. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, how? Setting that offline. Fuck that. I'm not dealing with that. Give me the fucking deadbolt. I will say the sniper is the most satisfying thing in the fucking game. Whether you're getting one-shots with it or using it as just like a way to put out a fuckload of damage, this thing actually has so much versatility to it that I cannot not go for it when it pops up on my screen. Like, that right there, that feels so fucking good. I feel like I'm playing Halo, and in the best way possible. I mean that, like... Get out of here. I don't need you hiding from me. That also just feels so fucking satisfying. Like, do you see how good this feels? Like, look at this. Like, this... I don't even use this thing for, like, headshots 99% of the time. I'm using it as just a way to, like, throw off somebody so I can then fully commit to a push. I don't know what the fuck that was an AFK guy for sure. All right, let me get back up here. I know they're pushing through this midsection, I think. I also know that you can collat with the sniper. I've seen one person hit one, and I know that's just gonna push some dopamine into my brain whenever I do inevitably get one. If I do. Oh, okay. Well, I missed that shot. I also like how they balance the sniper rifle too. They give it like the Halo amount of ammo is how I'm going to explain this, because it's literally just 8 shots. You get 4 each mag. I feel like I'm using an S7, man. And I'm not complaining about that at all. I think the Halo sniper is perfect for that reason. God damn, that slipstream melted me. That dude is one shot, though. If my teammate can push up faster, he would definitely have... I don't know how the fuck he missed that. I will say, these carbines, I'm starting to fall more and more in love with them the more that I, like, use them and everything. Like, they are genuinely just very, very fun weapons. They feel very, very, like, well-balanced and stuff like that. There we go. Nice. Look them out. But, like, yeah, like, honestly, all the weapons in this game are just so fucking fun to use. I will say, I'm partial to the burst rifles. That's probably my favorite weapons to run in the game across all classes. Actually, I haven't ran the Sabrask one yet, but it seems pretty good. Because I just really haven't been playing Sabrask. Like I said, I'm going to talk about all the different factions here after this game, because there is a lot to talk about when it comes to them and how they play, and kind of how you like conform them into your own play style, depending on if you are a very fast player, you're more support based, or you are a slow, more objective player, because they all kind of very much like detail like that kind of play style, and you can tell by their abilities how their weapons work. I just got double melee'd. Fuck me. That hurt a little bit, man. I'm not gonna lie. That was actually just... That didn't make me feel too good, if I'm being completely honest with y'all. That like, actually kind of hurt me a little bit in the inside. But, like, genuinely, I've been having so much fucking fun with this, and I don't see myself, like, not playing this game when it comes out and putting a ridiculous amount of time into it. I did the same thing with Splitgate 1. Like, I've put hours into that game that I had it in an FPS, probably since, like, Black Ops 3. And dude, this game hooks me just the same way. I don't know why. It's very different from Splitgate 1. Like, if you did play Splitgate 1, I can understand why some people haven't been liking it. I talked about that a little bit yesterday in yesterday's video. Well, I guess when this comes out, it'll be 3 days ago when that video came out. But I did talk about that a little bit because I did want to hone in on it and be like, yeah, I can understand why people don't like this game nearly as much. It is pretty different. I do still think, though, this game just has the traditional Splitgate charm. Like, I don't know what it is. Splitgate is just such a fun fucking game. It's difficult, but it's, like, also kind of easy. I'm actually going to apply this to what I've always said about Halo, for example, where Halo is an easy game to pick up, a hard game to master, and that's the exact same way that I feel about Splitgate 1 and 2, to be honest. It's easy to pick up. Like, anybody can play this game and be pretty decent at it, but getting that, like, next jump of skill, like, being able to do, like, some of the crazy portal shit, like, it's not easy at all. Like, it's a very difficult thing to, like, pick up on and learn. Did I get stuck? I don't know who threw that fucking grenade. Do they have 2 Sabrasts on their team? I don't know. That's actually one thing I would like to see is, like, what people are playing. Put this, like, down here in the menu. Like, let me see what the fuck people are playing at so you can kind of team coordinate how certain fights should go and stuff like that. I think just overall that could be a huge buff to this game as a whole. Like, rather it's, you know, just strategically planning out pushes or whatever it may be. I would just like to see some stuff like that. I think that would just be genuinely very, very good for the game as a whole. Give me a way to, like, look and, you know, be able to see what the fuck other teams are playing as. Also, yeah, like I said, this carbine kind of fucking rules. I'm not gonna lie. All the carbines are good, though, to be completely honest. My least favorite of all the weapon sets is probably the shotguns, to be completely honest. I'm not a shotgun guy. Never have been in any game that I've played. Just can't get into it. I will say, There's a dominant, at least for me, I don't know how other people feel about this. There's a very dominant attachment that I end up running on like damn near every single weapon in this game. And that's rapid fire. I don't necessarily know why. I don't know if it's just because it, helps like a little bit of a faster kill. And weapons in this game aren't necessarily difficult to handle. Like, that's the thing as well. Like, weapons in this game just aren't hard to like handle and get a hold of. Like, it's very, very easy. So I end up running a lot with the fucking rapid fire attachment just because it helps a lot. Like, you can just keep firing as fast as you fucking can with most weapons, and it does help. But now on to the second part of this video, where I do want to talk about each individual faction. So, of course, we have 3 currently. I don't know how many are going to be in the full game, what's going to get added. As that happens, I will be talking about them, kind of like what they do, how they work. So yeah, let's get directly into this. So if you all cannot tell, there is one that I've been playing more than anything, which is Meridian. I absolutely love this class, but we are going to start with Arrows, which is what I'm going to consider kind of the main running gun, fast play style faction. So with this, you have the main ability, which is Rush, movement, and reload speed boost, plus a one-time health boost. So basically, when you push this, you basically get put all the way back up to max health, you move faster, and you reload faster. It doesn't last too long, but it can definitely be a game changer if you're playing super fast in like an objective mode. Also, the passive mode is Taskmaster, faster ability cooldown for you and your teammates. This is great. This works very, very well. I like Arrows a lot. I like its, what it's meant to do, how it's meant to be. But now let's get into the weapons. So for the primaries currently, so we don't know how many are going to be in the full game with each class. We have the carbine, the assault rifle, shotgun, burst rifle, and the SMG, which I don't have it unlocked yet, but I do like this thing a lot. I used it in the previous alpha. Love this fucking thing. It's genuinely so fun. Personal favorites right here. Even though I do have the AR max, it was the first thing I maxed out in the game. It didn't take long, but it's the burst rifle and the carbine. I absolutely love these two. Currently working on getting the carbine maxed out. I've just been having a lot of fun with it. Of course, for the pistols, we have the light pistol, heavy, and burst. All the classes have this. It kind of creates an almost even loadout start thing in this game, and I like it a lot personally. Like I said, don't have the burst pistol unlocked yet. I like the light pistol a lot. Heavy pistol's interesting. Not my favorite thing, but I could definitely see some crazy plays happening with this son of a bitch. Of course, the equipment, there's the shock disc. The way that this thing works is you just kind of throw it at somebody and it stuns them. And stim shot, that's pretty self-explanatory. And portal, which means you can throw this or shoot a portal wherever you want. It'll stay there, and then you can just open portals back to it. Like, it's pretty cool. I fuck with the idea of this. I haven't really used it much, but I might definitely need to give it a shot. Of course, you have your perks: Fast Hands, Killer Cooldown, Rapid Recharge, Quick Draw, and Speedy Slayer. Pretty interesting. This one I'm very interested in. Speedy Slayer. I'm very excited to unlock this. It gives you a speed boost on top of kills. So that seems interesting. I kind of really want to try that one out. Of course, there's the gear upgrades, which is Super Fit, Hustle, Slide, Gear Upgrade, and Better Rush. And I'm kind of excited about trying all these as well. Honestly, I'm a pretty big fan of the gear stuff. I actually mentioned in yesterday's video, I don't like the stim shot on this class because it heals pretty damn slow. Attaching gear upgrade to that changes that idea completely because it actually allows for your stim shot to work faster. So you can legit be in a gunfight, be like, oh shit, I'm losing this, dart out, pop the stim, and then just run back in and finish that player. They aren't going to expect you to do that because I think most people have caught on to how slow most of the stim shots work and shit like that. That changes it completely. This is your main running gun class. But also, that kind of works with Meridian too, but Meridian can also play a more like healer role, and actually it's why I like playing Meridian a lot. For one thing in particular, this right here, the Time Dome. This thing is awesome. I love this thing. I do not care about these other two equipments. I love this thing. It's so fucking useful, it's not even funny. So the way this thing works, you throw it down. If you and your teammates are inside of it, you get a time increase. Like, your time is sped up. Faster reload, faster fire rate, and you get an increased kill time. This is so useful. Now, if an enemy is in it, they get the debuff side of that. Slower healing, slower rate of fire, slower reloading, slower movement, etc. This thing is so fucking useful. If you have good team coordination and you are pushing an objective with a bunch of people, my biggest thing that I say to do with this is you peek out onto the objective, throw it, go back corner, and then rush back out into it. It kind of throws people off. It'll slow that entire enemy team down. If you all get into it, you are going to just slay out on everybody. And listen, I'm in love with this thing. It's my favorite thing on the class. Of course, I've been running this tracker perk, which is aces you shoot are briefly marked on a minimap for you and teammates. I like this ability a lot. If I shoot somebody, they're going to pop up and I can go chase after them. Of course, I have the tech boost as well, which increases the strength of this time dome. I like that a lot. This is fun, and I've been enjoying it. Of course, my favorite weapons, and this is kind of going to cover across all of them, it's the carbine and the burst rifle. I love these two so much. The Hyperline is possibly my favorite weapon in the game. It's a super fast firing carbine, does quite a bit of damage. It's actually, I think, very, very fun to use and very, very resourceful if you can hit your shots. Of course, you have your same pistols here, which I just unlocked this burst pistol. I need to try it out, so I am going to equip it and probably go play with it after this video. And that's basically all with Meridian here. You can play with this class as a running gun, but you can also use it for a lot of really good support plays. Baseline, I love this fucking class. It's my favorite in the game. It's what I've had the most fun playing. I'm trying to get as much time on all of them though, so I'm like kind of trying to like play different shit. But Meridian is hands down my favorite. I have a lot of fun with this whole faction. I think it's just very, very good. Of course, you have the hypersight ability, which is whenever you use the ability, if there's enemies within this like ping radius, it highlights where they are through walls and everything, so you see where everybody is for a second. And then wellness, faster health regen for you and your teammates. Yet again, overall, healer, support, and you can run and gun with it. This appeals to me. And then there's Sabrast, which, if you're playing as Sabrast, please, for the love of God, be the main objective player. If you're playing as Sabrast, just when we're on an objective, you be the objective guy. You have abilities that help a lot with objective plays. Please be it. Be kind of like a fucking tank, but also play it as an objective player. That's how I found that this class is the most successful, and I like it for that. It's probably my least favorite out of the three, to be completely honest, because it's just not how I play. Sabrast is much more slower-based character class. It's okay. I don't hate it, but I do see some people definitely liking this. I feel like it would appeal to a certain player, just not me. Of course, his ability is this smart wall, which is a wall that you shoot down. You can shoot through both sides of it. Enemies cannot. So if somebody's like trying to push you from one side of the wall, you can run through it and then shoot back through it that way and still deal damage to an enemy. It's pretty fucking cool. It's pretty useful. I recommend, yet again, using it for objective play. It helps a lot with that. And then there's Fortitude, which equipment recharges faster for you and your teammates. That's the passive trait. All the characters have passive traits. Take that as a reminder. They all allow for different things, and they can be very, very resourceful to everybody on the team. Now, of course, I don't have the most stuff unlocked on here, so I haven't actually got to use the jackhammer yet. This thing looks pretty cool, though. I do want to try it, so I am trying to level up Sabrast so I can get some use on it. I also haven't got to use this SMG yet, and I've heard it's pretty fucking good. But, of course, you have the Trailblazer, the Warden, and the Plow, which is the, AR, carbine, shotgun. All pretty good. I like the Warden a lot. It's probably my favorite weapon, even though I do have the Trailblazer pretty high leveled up. It's just the first thing you have. But I really do like this Trailblazer. I like both these weapons, but the carbine is definitely probably becoming my favorite. Of course, you have your typical pistols. I've heard this Goliath pistol is absolutely insane, so I am going to equip it because I do want to go try it out and see how I like it. We have the Sticky Grenade, Sandstorm, and the Proximity Mod. So this is basically your smoke grenade equivalent. This is your typical grenade. You can stick it to enemies, or you can throw it onto a surface, and it does a lot of damage to people who are around it. And then there's the Prox Mod. It's pretty self-explanatory. All useful for different things. Like, if you want to play a little bit faster, I recommend Sticky. If you want to play more, slow down objective or cut off areas of the map, use Sandstorm or Prox Mine. That's just how I kind of see it. Of course, you have your perks and everything here. Overall, Sabrast is probably my least favorite. Meridian is my favorite, and I like arrows a lot. It's fun. But overall, with this beta, I have been having so much fucking fun. I just want to go a little bit over the characters in depth after the beta because I want people to be excited for the game when it fully comes out and kind of have an idea of what each character represents, what you should be doing with them. And this is just based off of my own playtime and how I've been playing these characters. So listen, this isn't like for somebody who's running a full squad or anything like that. I haven't been doing that. I've been playing solo, and I'm just kind of using these characters as I see fit, and this is how I've seen them being the most successful. So I do want you all to take that in mind when I do talk about it. So that's just from my personal own gameplay experience and things like that. I will say, please, for the love of God, can we please let drops work? This is a drop from Twitch, and I have it. I've claimed it, and I still don't have it. So I would like to see that fixed. That'd be great because I'd like to be able to use the skins that I unlock. I'm still trying to get all these from all the characters. I haven't ran into a single dev yet, and I've been trying my best, man. Like all these skins look cool as shit. Like these are pretty sick, honestly. I think they'll be cool little collectibles. But overall, I've just been loving Splitgate 2, and I hope you all are excited for it. I just wanted to put out this last video on Monday. I know the beta will no longer be going on, or the alpha. But yeah, tell me know how you like Splitgate 2. Let me know if y'all are excited for it, because I know that I am. I've been looking forward to this game for a fucking while now. And other than that, though, I love you all, and I will see you later.